Start recording. What's up? Hey, how's it going, everybody? I hope cams and everything are good. They're probably not. Audio's probably crap, but that wouldn't be. We wouldn't be Role ConTROLL without it. So let us know. And I totally didn't pull up the stream on my computer. I'll do that in a second. I think we have some announcements.
Yeah. Okay. So I have an announcement because I'm going to be on a stream this weekend, but I just realized I don't know what Twitch channel it's going to be on. So I'll look that up over the break. I don't know what the URL is.
Probably go to twitch.tv/RoleConTROLL and we'll host them.
Okay, cool. You're going to host them at 8 a.m. on Saturday?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't
Expect me to be up?
When we come back from break, I'll give the deets.
We'll host them at midnight on Friday.
Like 4 a.m., but that's okay.
Oh, that's actually attached.
Did you have something to say?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I think we're just going to pick up on time.
Sorry,
for
teacher.
Like,
anything you'd like to share with the class? No?
You suck?
That's right.
Voucher agrees.
I'm doing my best.
And the plot stays the same as it has been since episode 2.
The plot
Yep.
doesn't change
It's like July.
I feel like we need to mess around more because starting on time just feels wrong.
It's very unusual for
No,
us.
let's just go.
I'm worried
Okay.
our regular viewers are
No
not
one's
here
showed
yet.
up yet.
Yeah, no one's here yet.
They're like, what is this?
They're going to come in 15 minutes late with Starbucks. Is that still a thing? Wow, crickets. Never mind.
That's okay. The troll just posted, so.
They're gonna assume that we have technical difficulties, so, you know.
Only technical difficulties that we showed up on time.
All right.
Okay.
The person who was DMing borrowed one of my spell cards and I didn't check.
I didn't get it back. I guess you don't have that spell.
I have
Ever
the spell.
again.
It's been deleted from the existence of humankind.
That is not a good
It's
one.
like old school D&D magic where once you use it, you don't remember how to use it again until the next day. It's just like the weirdest idea.
We know how that goes for Wick.
How does that work? I don't know. I won't know until tomorrow morning.
Thanks, Eli. You didn't remind me.
Well, our party found themselves being taxed by two different guilds, for lack of a better word. And maybe some additional stuff happened with a new member who is traveling with them, who can't join us tonight. Tonkfa. I'll be taking over the character, but the party made it to Lothstren, a small little farming village, really just like no one would stop and think twice about this place. Except that they've been having some disappearances, some problems with raiders, and I forgot what else I call bandits. Raiders or bandits, depending on who you talk to.
Which one is it? They're very different.
Well,
Really?
Bandits of the Lost Ark. So they're just having trouble. The party shows up. Kind of meets a very hesitant group. Says he's the leader of the town.
Oh, we did?
And and then the party decided to have everyone group up because it's starting to get a little bit dark out. It was a 6-hour journey. It'll be dark soon enough. And the party is just asking everyone to group up in the house, lock themselves in, and then they're going to go explore.
It's like the town center, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we wanted to go to the southwestmost place, right? Because that's where the first attacks were.
Yep.
Southeast or southwest?
It was south something.
Yeah. I assume there can't be
Southwest.
that much difference given how big this town is, but
That's true.
still.
We go there.
You go south.
Yeah,
Okay.
Heading southwest.
All right. So you guys head down. It's it kind of parallels the small little creek that's running through the village. You see some trees, a small little house or two, and then you see like two on your right and then one on your left. Very modest homes. Not a lot of I mean, there's enough land, but it's like they're kind of grouped together in the part of the town, and they obviously have farmland out and about. So if you guys want to look around, tell me what you're looking for.
Do any of the houses look like they've, like, is there anything like shutters or doors hanging off from hinges or...
Give me perception.
Yeah, I was gonna look for signs of break-ins.
Yeah,
Give me
break-ins.
perception.
Are we in the mountains or the forest?
17.
If that's the same thing as the plains.
No. That is a 17.
I hope you're happy now that you added.
How did you get this?
I have a +5, yo.
10.
Now that you
10,
added forest, we're never going to the
17, 17. Valchar, you see a few things that look a little strange, but you're not like, I mean, maybe that bush got cut or something, you know, just
got
nothing
cut weird.
nothing too groundbreaking. You guys see that there, one of the doors is kind of off a hinge, like you were looking at. The windows seem fine. Mostly outside of the houses seem fine.
Is it just
except
one door?
the
On
one
the
door
four
that you
houses?
see? Three, and
houses?
it's the second one on the right that you notice. But if you guys want to take more time and look around, this is kind of like you're walking up.
Yeah.
Here's the glance of what you see.
Well, that looks a little off.
Yeah, let me see if I can find any like tracks or anything.
Sure.
I
Survival.
stand completely still.
I start walking into the house.
That is, yeah, that's a 16.
You find a lot of tracks. It's I mean, commonly walked road.
Sure.
Unless you're looking in a specific area.
I think I'm looking for if there are tracks that lead like off, like away from the road. From
Okay,
these
so you want to kind of
houses.
travel down the road and look.
Yeah, so like
Sure.
presumably like there's road and then there's like house or
Yep,
on
road.
one side or the other, right?
Yep.
And so I want to look and see if there are like tracks that lead away from the house at all, like off into.
Okay, that's
the-
not on the road.
Yeah.
You don't really find anything. You find
Okay.
some like scuff marks or whatever that like maybe
Mm-hmm.
like was dragging something
Okay.
on the ground kind of near the house, but
Mhm.
nothing that's like wandering in a different
Okay.
direction.
Where do the drag marks go?
If you take some time, they like drag on the grass and it looks kind of like something was being pulled, and then they go back onto the road.
Okay, and then they're kind of lost.
Right.
Okay.
It looks a little like maybe a struggle happened here, and
Okay.
and someone was trying to get away, but then they got pulled.
Okay.
If I go kind of, I'm assuming that the door is facing the road,
Yes.
and we're in the southwest. If I kind of go on the back side of the house and look out to see, like, okay, this I would assume is where they're coming from, since it was the first house that they or one of the first houses that they hit. I'm going to kind of look out into the distance and see if I see anything, like any torches or any smaller towns or anything like that, or if it's
Sure.
just wilderness out there. And
Give me perception. Anybody else?
I'm gonna start looking on the ground and see if there's anything that might have been dropped at that bush.
Sure.
that is an 8.
You're not able to really discern. You see some movement, but it might be wild, like tracks. But it might be wildlife. It might not be.
Nothing too specific.
Investigation or
What? Sorry, what were you doing?
I was looking on the ground for anything, like if there was anything dropped. If there was,
I think that would be more of a investigation check.
cool. It's a 3.
You're not able to find anything. You spend with like 5-10 minutes looking.
That's some cool rocks though.
Yeah, I mean this oddly shaped rock might
Shiny.
be something or other.
I'm going to go into the house
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say,
see
I
if
wanna
I
go in the house.
see
Quickly,
any hints.
after people are kind of looking around the outside, I will comment like, "Hey, I see tracks like somebody was dragged, which means that they weren't like magicked out of their house, which means it's probably something we can fight."
I would knock on the door before go. Like I know it's off the, but I'd still be like, "Hello, we're coming in to investigate." Okay. No.
Say
response.
something if you're naked.
So
You
that
know.
means they're clothed or not home.
Either one is
Either way,
better.
lose.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try
They
to
could be
get the
naked
house.
away from home. I would walk in.
Yeah, alright, so
Same.
you notice pretty easily, even while you're knocking, kind of looking around, you see that there's a few blood splatters across the wall, across the ground.
And everybody we've seen from this village has been human.
No, well, actually, no, you haven't seen, like, anybody. You've only seen
Just okay.
the main
Preble?
the
Is
main
that
guy.
him?
Preble.
Preble.
You've
Close.
seen Preble, that was actually close. And
It's
help,
closer than you normally get.
Preble, and then, like, you saw one human lady
Okay.
running in between houses. Outside of that,
So, I mean, yes, everyone we've seen in the village has been human.
Not a great
We just
sample size.
haven't
Okay.
seen a lot of people.
2 out of 2 people in the world are human. Oh my god,
They're
they're
all human.
exploding.
That means everybody in the world is human.
Yeah.
Fact.
All humans in the world are human.
There was a science video in 3rd grade that had somebody assume that half of all people were left-handed because there were 2 people in the room and one of them was left-handed. And it was a video about sample size. It was really funny.
Yeah, I'd like to look around and see if I can see anything besides the blood stain.
Yeah. So what are you looking for in
Same
kind of
piece.
particular?
I'm looking for like, I mean, obviously we know there was a struggle. I'm looking to see if there's any sign of what attacked. Like,
Okay. Give me investigation.
I'm gonna be doing the same thing, mostly looking to see if there's any clues left behind.
Okay.
Maybe that corroborates the dragging
Claws
away
on
story,
the walls or
or
anything like that.
Sure.
looking at how
Oh,
maybe
right,
the
that's an intelligence one. I'm
blood
good
on
at that one.
was made, whether it was slashing or
Give
stabbing.
me investigation.
Oh, never mind. I was just trying to fix the camera.
Ooh,
That's a 9.
Slightly low.
That's a 16.
oh,
What'd you get?
19.
Ooh.
Um,
19.
you're kind of able to discern a little bit, like, you know, maybe it's probably not some magical sorcerer blasting in and like physical type of things. The 2 of you are able to see it's not like a slash, like a blood splattered, kind of more like a dripping, or like it just like it would pool up a little bit, then move and pool up a little bit.
So it's more on the floor than on the walls?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's still some on the walls, but it's more on the ground.
Are there like handprints on the walls?
No.
Okay. Well, no clues to what did attack, but it looks like whatever it was, or whoever was taken, wasn't taken very quickly.
Or alive.
Both.
Well,
A lot of blood.
It's not like there's a lot, like huge piles of blood. It's like there's like instead of being like kind of scattered, it's like it's more like
It's concentrated.
than.
But
It's
not
not like
like
a
there's
lot.
like a drip and then a drip, a drip, drip, drip. It's like there's a few drips.
Yes.
And then a few drips.
Right.
So.
Does it look like enough blood to have killed somebody, or is it mostly just like
somebody
was
probably wouldn't have
wounded?
died from this amount of blood
Okay.
loss.
I do not say what I just said then.
Maybe we should check the other houses. It seems like we found what we can here.
Some clues here.
Yeah.
Are there any other rooms?
Yeah, it's a small cottage, but there is 2 bedrooms and like a main kitchen area.
Should we just take a glance at the other rooms?
Sure.
Might as
Yeah,
well.
we should only be taking glances
thought we
because it's
had.
getting dark.
Yeah, we should get back to where everybody is.
Yes, it's probably been about 15-20 minutes of looking around.
Mhm.
You guys looked outside and stuff.
Mhm.
So you guys want to go in the rooms?
We'll just take a
Yeah,
quick
look
glance
through. Yeah.
Okay.
Just take a
Sure.
look through all of them.
You open up the rooms. They seem like normal use, except that like in the first bedroom, it's normal, like clean, but you know not super clean. It's farmers.
Lived in.
Right, lived in. Thank you. The other one, it's mostly lived in, but there's like a pile where like the book, like somebody got pushed, and there's a few, like, I mean, you know, they're not like big book, like really intellectual books, but
No,
a
like
few like
almanacs
children's
or
books
something.
and
That
stuff.
reaction was more of a, it looks like somebody was in this room and got knocked into
Yes.
a pile.
Yep. And they kind of got knocked into the wall, and like some things fell on the ground, clothes, a
Is there any
few
blood
books.
in here?
There is a little bit of blood on the ground, yeah, in front of.
And this is
Actually, right at the base of the pile, some of the books have been damaged with blood.
And this is a bedroom.
Yeah.
Can I figure out what age this person might be from the bedroom? Like, is it a teenager, an adult?
Give me an investigation.
It's intelligence based. I'm good at that. Nat 20.
You know, the person is
They were
exactly
they
3
were
and a half.
23 and 7 months.
2 days.
All right. Well, critical. And you're looking for their age.
I'm trying to like figure out if like
What you can
What
discern
Their
about.
general vibe
their
of
general
the person, yeah.
A little bit
Hippie.
old, over middle age,
Okay.
like a human 40 to 45.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
going to look around to see if anything looks like it was taken in addition.
And you can tell that they might have like an older kid, like 15, 16.
Okay. Wow.
See if anything's missing from the wall, like a place where there's a bunch of dust and not dust in one specific area where something might have been taken.
Investigation.
I'll let somebody who knows how to work the camera.
That is investigation is 13.
You are
4 rolls, haven't rolled above a 10 yet, so pretty excited.
okay. So it's like nobody looted or ransacked it at all. It's all lived in. Just the people are gone.
Yeah. Are there any valuables left over that, like, if they were being robbed, they should have, like, something should have been taken?
I mean, it actually is pretty good evidence, even if he's being selfish.
No, I know.
I mean, nothing more than an average farmer would have. But given, like, if it's, like...
if you were going to rob the place, a couple things would have been
If you're going to rob the case, you would have taken at least one thing. But you,
Like
you can tell
or
that
something.
looking around, it doesn't look like anything was taken.
Yeah. I'm going to tell everybody that that's the case. It doesn't look like they were robbed. At least I wouldn't think so, being experienced at that. I would have taken X, Y, and Z, and, so I would guess that these people, or whoever it is taking these people, are probably just out to
Get the people.
kidnap or kill or, whatever to the people.
Sacrifice.
Did you see outside? Did you see any tracks that seemed to stand out?
Weren't human
Well,
ish.
did any of them strike me as, like, really big or really large or, like, pointed or anything?
A few look
not
like
human?
dragonkin, but all medium to medium large humanoids.
Well, some of them could be maybe like dragonborn or something like that, but I don't know if that's normal for here or not because we haven't seen the rest of the town.
We can always ask.
The only thing I saw that really stuck out was the drag marks, which went down the road. So once they got on the road, it's pretty much it's so well traveled, it's impossible to really track. But somebody was dragged out of the house for sure, which I think you said the blood matches that, right?
Yeah, and it looks like it was only one person from here, even though there's more than one person who was living here. I'd say we should check out the other houses and then maybe head back into town.
We should see if maybe if anybody from any of these are still alive, because if they only took one person and there were 3 people living here, where are the other 2? Should be somewhere, or, was the other one used as a hostage and forced to come with, or something.
Is one hiding?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm going to do a quick sweep, like, under the beds and stuff like that to see if anybody's here but hiding.
Sure.
Look for, we've walked around, we've pretty much disturbed the dust that would have been
21.
here.
You're pretty adept at this. You know that that's adept. You know that there's nobody hiding here.
Okay. There's nobody in the usual spots.
Okay,
Alright.
let's look at the other houses then.
Tonfa kind of appears in the front door. Hello. I was. Sorry.
Sorry, you just took us by surprise.
How? I mean, I was just looking outside while you guys were all in here.
What do you got?
Oh, okay. I was just looking around, and it seemed like there's not a lot of evidence out here. You guys found anything inside?
We found a little bit. We were going to look at the other 2 houses.
Oh, sounds like an excellent idea.
Thanks, Tonka.
Alright, let's go.
Yep.
Okay. So what do you guys...
Did either of the other 2 houses look like anything?
You guys just want to kind of do the same general quick...
Yeah.
Alright.
See if anybody's there, see if anything was stolen.
Give me general rolls for everything, for investigation from each person.
That's 14.
Investigation?
Yeah.
23.
23.
4.
Valchar
this is
looks
where
and finds
these
some more
two are
rocks.
I've never seen these rocks before.
And then you find some, like, drag marks. A little bit, like, similar to what you found in the first house. Not a whole lot of groundbreaking. The 2 of you find a lot of the similar circumstances. The blood is a bit drier in the house on the left.
Okay.
So it's been there.
So, that's the first
like a day or 2.
place versus the other 2?
Well, then, yeah, going to the third one, it's in between the 2. So, yeah, it would be the first one, would be, like, the house on the left. You can see from your rolls that 5 total people You would have signs of like seeing 5 people gone from those 2 other houses.
5 people from the 2 other houses
Yes.
for a total of 6.
That's what we think.
That's
Yes.
what you would.
That's what we think.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
At this point, the sun is starting to set.
head back into the main part of town and see if we can talk to anybody.
Might as well. Remind me, last session, did we talk to Neville about the gem or whatever it was that we thought that they were looking for?
Not in
We
so many words.
hinted at it, and
Okay.
he said he didn't know
Actually,
of anything that would be valuable.
I think you straight up said we know there's something here.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
Okay.
didn't say specifically what.
That's what I thought. I just
Yep.
didn't want to speak without double checking.
You guys are gonna head back to where you started.
Yes, keeping an eye around us for anything weird about to happen.
I'm tunneling straight back to the place, not looking for anything.
Literally.
I love it.
Beautiful.
I love it.
you're a
for a big
DM's dream.
I do
Maybe
this, and then I do
werewolf,
that, and then I do that,
vampire.
and nothing else.
You get
I'm
ambushed
like,
again.
werewolf
God,
zombie.
you think I'd be better about this now?
It's fine.
You guys make it back to center town. You do the same knock on the door. You hear people. Hello?
It's we didn't.
It's
Wick.
us.
I'm pretty sure I
Oh,
introduced myself.
yes. Wick. The little one.
Yes, the little one.
You hear a little... and open the door. Oh, hello. Did you find anything?
We found some stuff. We were hoping to.
I'm looking in the room.
Yeah,
Are there other
you
people?
see that there's about 20 other people in here.
All human?
No, there's a mix between dragonkin, human. You see 2 half-elves. And yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
We were hoping to talk to people.
Oh, well, sure.
Can we all come in?
Yes. Hey, the
He opens the door.
2 half elves. You're not married to either of them, are you? I just want to make sure before we go in that I'm very polite. If that's the case, yeah, I mean you do you, but
Oh,
I'm not married
she's
to anyone.
she's married to someone here.
engaged.
I'm not married
Oh,
to
engaged.
anyone, nor am I engaged to anyone.
Soon to be.
I walk outside and sit on the stupid staircase. Just saying I'm not dealing with this.
I'm like, why don't you 2 go in and talk,
Correction,
and I will
dealing with
stay
this
out here.
again.
Okay.
You are all a weird group of people.
We get that.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
Okay.
So in the first house we saw, it looked like only one person was taken. Is there anybody here from the houses on that edge of town?
Oh well, there should be 3 of the first house on the right.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there should be 3, and none of them have come back.
And then there was 1 or 2 on the second house on the right, aka the first one that we looked at.
Well, there would have been. Wait, the first. Which one? You saying
The second
first
one on the right, which was the first one that we walked
looked
into.
at, where I saw that
Where the
there
door was
would
off the
have
hinge.
been-
Oh,
yeah.
right. Oh, well, yeah. That there should have been 2 there.
And
And
are either of them still here?
No, no one is here from those 3 houses.
Total of 7 then. How many people have you said gone missing?
Oh, well, we've had.
you said 30 or something, wasn't it?
No, that's not 30. About 9 people, I think. We did a count.
Where's the other house where people have gone missing from?
Oh, well, that would be to the east. One of the houses over there.
Okay, we'll have to take a look at that at some point, but not now. Guys, what are we doing now?
I think that we should
Post up.
all stay around the, what is it, like a longhouse or a town center or whatever?
It resembles like a half church, half town,
It's a
half
town-
town center.
Town meeting.
Okay.
area,
It's a
yeah.
multi-purpose house.
Yeah.
Event center. Small event center.
They have a
It's
skating ring?
It's a community building.
I think that we should all like stay around this building and make sure that if anybody, tries anything with the people in here, that we are in the way first.
There's a dragonborn family kind of walks by and kind of pushes their way past you into the.
By the end of this episode, I think Sai will have put down a deposit on my wedding at the event center.
Is this everybody
I
in
told
town?
you she was married.
There's still a few out that are coming in.
Would you like us to go get them, or would you like us to come with you while you go get them? We want to make sure everyone's here before you lock up.
We're gonna wait, but I don't really want to go out.
I think maybe, as much as splitting the party doesn't sound great, I think maybe a couple of us should go get the rest of the people in the town, and the rest of us should stay here.
I agree. Not to nominate you, but you're typically the best with people. Well, not you, and it's definitely not you, and it's 100% definitely not me.
Why do you think it's not me?
Okay, so who's gonna go with me?
I could go with you.
I was so scared you were going to say that.
Or, I could stay. Whatever the young lady would like.
What?
Do you want me to go with instead?
I definitely think we should have at least one of you two stay here. You guys
Okay, well, you're team captain, so pick somebody.
No.
All right, I'll go. You stay.
Okay. I would like you to stay here. You
stay here with you by your side?
No, stay guarding the people.
Stay with me and Valchar, buddy.
Don't move, Tonfa. Sit.
Well,
sit.
You can move to defend yourself if needed.
Sit.
And defend.
I don't know if he'd sit. I really don't. Levi, help me. That's a little bit out of my driving your character zone.
Yeah, what's the Dom sub relationship
Constitution check? Charisma check?
Okay, Sai, let's
You're funny, Sai.
Oh, thank you.
Let's head out and see if we can find the rest of the. Right. Where are they? Are they all from the same area?
Oh well, he kind of goes and looks around. There seems to be like one family in the north missing.
Okay, just one family?
Yeah.
North? We'll head north and be back as soon as we can.
Oh god, why do we keep splitting up to this team?
We've got Tonk for this time, so we're fine.
And the rest of the town.
We come back and you're dead. We're like, damn it! Again! Anna, you are the worst.
So that's when suspicion shifts to Anna killing me.
Right!
Everybody you love dies or gets hurt.
Oh,
that's why Sai's so safe.
Oh!
So many real things.
Okay.
Anna's so sad. Deep underneath the sarcasm.
Sai and Wick go to the north to try and find this family so that we can get out of this.
Why do you think I'm standing outside?
All right, you guys, you head up north. Let me pull up my trusty, dusty map. The road weaves.
It's trusty and dusty?
I sprinkle dust on my computer every day, so then I can say things like that.
Is that why we have technical difficulties?
Probably.
Work.
How much more dust do you need?
It's pixie dust a lot.
It weaves in between a few houses. What looks like might be all like a general shop. And you get to see a nice row of like 3 houses that are like connected and share a little common courtyard.
Hello? We were sent by
Preval.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi. We're trying to get the whole town together in the community center.
I'm not leaving my house. I don't want it looted by raiders.
We're gonna try to protect everybody's houses.
Who are you?
We were sent by Duskhaven.
Duskhaven? Mm-hmm. What do they care about us? They've never cared.
They care enough to send people now. We want to make sure you guys are safe.
I'll talk it over. Door closes.
Okay.
Well, best as we could get.
Probably about 5 minutes go by. You hear some kind of commotion, a little bit of yelling.
Oh.
It just opens the door, and a mom with a baby come out. Dragonborn mom with her little Dragonborn baby. We are going, and that's the end of it. And she starts walking out to you guys. And you see the guy come out like, Where are we meeting?
The community center.
Okay.
We'll walk there with you to
the
make sure nothing
church?
happens.
Center, religion, town.
No,
Thing.
we're just.
The female dragonborn just starts walking very proudly.
In Draconic, I would say, thank you for trusting us to bring you to safety.
He just grunts at you.
And we would take them to the community center.
Sure.
Happily, without making fun of the man at all.
At least not where he can hear.
All right, you guys are able to make it back. Knock, knock, knock. Preble lets them all in.
We'll take posts outside for now. We want to keep an eye on the city too.
Okay.
Town.
Right, should we lock it?
Yes.
You can be
If we need to get in, we'll do.
We need a code word.
A code word.
We should have a code word.
The code word will be
All I can think of is pineapple. 'Cause
I don't
that was
like-
the code word in one of the games this weekend.
Ramrod.
Nope. Denied. Try again.
the code word will be fire whiskey.
Ooh, I like the way you think.
Oh, well, we could get some in the back.
That'd be
No.
great.
Thing.
That'd be great. Thank you so much.
Oh, do we have any
That
fire
that's
whiskey?
that's if when we say that, you
It
know
means
it's
it's
us. And you can open the door.
Oh.
Tonkva, where are you? We will only say that
Yes.
word if it is safe to open the door.
Exactly.
And there aren't people behind us trying to get in and hurt them.
But what if I want a fire whiskey?
You will save it for later,
Well,
or you will be stabbed.
there are only 4 outside walls. We could keep one person inside.
So you can get drunk on fire whiskey without me
And steal everybody's
and
money.
him.
Wow, that sounds like a wonderful idea.
However, one drink only.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
We're going to take turns.
She didn't say
staying
how
inside.
big of a drink.
We have
One
to be
drink.
responsible. We're taking care of people.
I care about people.
Look, you can have all the fire whiskey that you want once this is sorted out.
When we get back to
Okay.
Duskhaven, I will pay your tab at whatever bar you choose to go to. If you keep people safe tonight.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm not
You
sure.
have
you
a deal.
I'm not sure you have that much gold.
Don't have that much gold.
We literally have hundreds.
It's gonna end up being,
Whoa. We literally have hundreds. I don't know how much Wick has.
Yeah, because you keep stealing it. I mean, sorry, I don't know that in character.
7 gold.
I was protecting it. Thank you very much.
This entire time I've been scanning.
Oh, wait, so do you want a fire whiskey or
No. The 4 of us are going to be outside. We'll probably do rotations. Switch out who's inside
Okay.
so we can rest a
Do
little
we need
bit.
to?
Just remember, Freeville, unless somebody says the code word, you do not open this door no matter what. No matter what.
Oh, okay.
No matter if they sound in pain, if they pretend to be us, if they look or sound like us, you do not open the door unless you hear that code word.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll make sure he doesn't. For all the fire whiskey in Duskhaven.
Okay, we should stop talking about it now because it's possible somebody could hear us. So just like, no more using that word.
Okay, I'm gonna get my one drink.
There we go. That's fine.
What are you going to have?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
I was testing him.
All right. We're done.
Fire whiskey?
Yeah, no, see, you're out. You're out.
Keep people safe.
Of course. For you, I would do anything.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Maybe it'll be their wedding.
Nope.
They'd be such a cute couple.
No.
Really?
A tiefling and
you
a gnome?
Anyways,
Okay, this is kind of fun. I understand that.
hey Emma, how's your fiance?
Oh my god.
I'm ignoring all of
Hey,
them.
she is not engaged. How dare you?
Whoa.
I'm going to go find a wall
Your husband?
to sit again.
Oh.
And ignore you.
That's fair. Go find a wall and be ignored. Not the same wall as any of the 3 of us. Nope.
And keep an eye
Included.
out.
All right.
Yep, this is important. I'll take the wall facing the wilds.
Take. Do you
You're kind of
want?
in the center of town. It's not.
Okay, away from the road then.
I'll face whatever the north is. I'll choose that wall.
You're facing the west.
West, okay.
I was standing on basically the front steps this entire time, so I guess I'd stick around there.
Okay.
I will take the last wall then.
The south. Cool. You hear the door close. You hear from inside. Where do you keep your fire whiskey?
Preble opens the door. We're like, no, this. Come on. Come on, everyone.
Come on,
Get
guys!
it together.
Should have thought of a better code word.
This is basically the Three Stooges with dice rolling.
Do I get permission to stab him when this is done?
Who?
The one that just yelled out.
Yes.
No!
Yes.
You hear from inside because he could hear just as well as anyone.
Okay.
You're gonna have to beat me to it.
So just keep an eye out, guys. Maybe be quiet too.
Alright.
I'm gonna take a sit on some stairs.
I'm
Sure.
gonna take a sit on the ground.
Same.
I will stand. What is wrong with you people?
I'm not sitting like cross-legged or
I'm gonna-
anything. I'm sitting so I can jump up.
Yeah, I'm gonna more crouch with like the flat of my feet on the ground, but then
So you're
like,
doing wall sits? That
God.
sounds relaxing.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting on stairs.
Yeah, right? Like I'm just leaning against the wall, standing, you know.
All right. So what is
Flip a coin.
what is the game plan? You guys are just gonna sit there all night. You're gonna rotate. You're gonna do something.
my plan is just to kind of keep an eye out
Yeah.
with my
Perception
60-foot
checks.
dark
Yeah.
vision.
Same.
Okay.
I have, what am I up to? 90 feet dark vision.
I was gonna say I also have 60 feet dark.
Oddly enough, your dark vision is
Yeah.
more in the woods, which doesn't make sense.
No, it's 90 feet everywhere. I hate you.
Did we want to do some sort of shift change so that we don't all get, exhausted?
We'll sleep in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We are staying up all night.
All right. So the first 2 hours go by. I want everybody to make a concentration check for the next 2
So-
hours.
Oh shit! I
So
was supposed to be
Constitution?
concentrating.
Constitution. Yeah.
Sure it is.
Ooh, there it
We're
is.
getting lower and lower. Except we can't get much lower.
So a
So north, east,
south.
south,
west.
west.
North, east, southwest. Never eat soggy waffles.
But backwards.
Oh no, you're on the east side of the building. Oh, okay. I meant that you're east.
On the
okay,
right, on the
so
right
then-
side of
so
the
never
on the
eat
right.
soggy
Never
waffles.
eat soggy waffles. Got it.
Okay. Checks.
That is a nat one.
That one. You fall asleep.
19.
19,
11.
11,
14.
14. Okay. Nothing happens. Okay. The next. Give me a Everybody, give me another concentration check.
Well,
I'm awake AF.
that was not great.
What you got?
12.
12. Yeah. You wake up.
You feel
Everyone
refreshed.
around you is dead.
Including your party.
How did I miss that?
And
Everyone inside, even though he's on the steps.
I am deep
21.
sleeper.
5.
22.
Well, didn't you? Isn't 20 L natural?
It's a El Natural. Yeah.
So you're on the
It's a
south.
naked 20.
It's
Yes.
a, it's a naked
And you
one.
roll-
North, south.
Sorry, what did you roll? I'm rolling.
21.
21. Give me perception.
Oh shit.
Well, you are on the south side, which is where they have come from.
Give me a
previously.
perception.
You are awake but blind.
Perception. That's a 10.
Look at that. That's an 18.
That's rather cheap. Simply because you rolled a natural 20, that's a pretty. You're freaking hyper alert. You are there.
You've had too much coffee.
It's the speed, mostly.
You both kind of hear like a weird groan, barely audible.
I'm gonna make the bird sound.
And it's coming from the south.
Oh, it's coming from my side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then I definitely make.
Am I awake with my 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not. You're just. You wouldn't have been paying attention if something was really like not super obvious,
Yeah.
but
Are we on opposite sides?
yes.
Okay, I'd probably go to the left, which I don't know who's on that one, but I would obviously be making sure that you're awake as I go.
Yeah, but I'd be standing at then now the south corner.
Yeah, I'd go
Okay.
to the south
I have
corner when I hear
my-
the...
Short sword, because I have
And
it
I'll
back.
pull out my longbow, yeah.
And
Yeah,
short sword out.
Valchar, you hear that?
Mm-mm. I mean, I heard a bird, which I'm assuming was Wick.
That was Wick. I heard a groan coming from that way, and I'm assuming it sounded like it was coming from outside of the house.
Yes.
How did you hear that? You were on the other side of the building.
Pointy ears.
Sure, I'll believe it.
That's
What
what
do
this
your
is.
keen elf ears hear?
Regardless, no, I didn't hear anything.
Okay. I think we should at least keep an eye out that way.
Yeah, I'll start looking this direction. I don't want to leave this side of the building, but I'll look
Yeah.
that direction.
Okay, so you guys are just all standing in
I
the south
am-
end looking.
Looking.
I'm gonna kind of come around the corner, and
Oh, wait, what if they're coming from the other side too?
I heard something. I want to make sure that you heard it, and we're looking out.
Sword out. Just pointed forward.
We should make sure nothing's coming from the other side.
I know. I just want to make sure that you were
I was
awake.
the one who whistled.
Oh my gosh, we're fine.
I heard it first. Technically, by 1/22.
Oh.
You guys hear a thud from inside the building and a burst of laughter. Like from like 3 people.
Wow.
Let's
And then a bunch of
let's ignore that.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go back to my corner. We should make that whistle again if you see anything, obviously.
Yep, it's our signal. That's why we do it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna probably lean against that corner.
Okay.
More keeping an eye instead of directly to the
Your
west.
peripherals.
I'm kind of more doing the corner. So
right. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would do that.
Am I on a? I'm assuming this is not a perfectly square building. Am I on a long end or a short end?
Long end.
I'm on a long end. Okay, so
So
I'm just gonna stay in the middle and constantly be like looking left and right.
For this, give me perception checks. You 3, and then you a disadvantage.
well, that's pretty cocked.
Yep. 8.
24.
There it is.
9.
I throw it in anger, and I get a nat 20.
After getting a nat 1.
After I got a nat 1.
Oof.
So 24.
You are just like you're just sitting there like listening. You're putting your ear up and like trying to listen. Then you actually start like listening inside and you're like, oh, like hear a joke from Tom. And you're like, okay,
They sound like they're having a good time in there.
yeah, okay, I wish I was in there. So yeah, Wick doesn't really hear anything. You hear like a door kind of get like knocked a little bit in, and you hear it as it, so you hear a little bit of thud, and then coming from the south.
From the south. I go, Wick. I'm whispering, but Wick, there's I just heard a door. I think they're trying a house to the south.
Well, you're sneakier than me.
All right, well, hold on.
There it is.
Y'all just need to tap me when it's time to whistle, because y'all...
I can't whistle. It's not my fault.
All right, I'm gonna pull my weapons out, not knowing whether it was Wick or Anna, and if it was Wick, obviously, I'd assume that she saw something. So I'm gonna kind of pull my weapons out and kind of run along that side.
Okay.
I heard a thud of a door coming from the south. Should we go check it out? Sneaky sneaks?
Do you think we should both do that, or just? I would hate to
Do
leave.
you want to sneaky sneaks, or should I sneaky sneaks?
How about I do that, and then you kind of keep a lookout my direction whenever you get a chance.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, I'll be back, and then I'm gonna start sneaking.
So I'll move up
Okay.
to the corner of the north and the...
Okay. Give me stealth check.
Nice. That is a 22.
Okay. I'm assuming you told him the general direction of where to go.
Yeah, I would have
You would have pointed. All right, so you head over that way. You head past as soon as I pull up my map.
Your trusty dusty map.
Yep, trusty dusty map. So as you're going south, it actually has the little creek. You could attempt to jump over it, or you'd have to go almost to where the other two houses were, to where there's a bridge.
So I'm gonna. So the house that I'm looking for, or the direction that I'm looking for, is kind of to my right as I go down the creek, or to my left.
Well, so it's from the south of the building, and then the creek is
Yeah.
in your way. It's in your path.
Okay.
And then
So
there,
the
over
river,
that, there's like
the
there's
stream
two
runs
houses.
east-west, and then I need to go south.
Yes.
Is there a bridge?
Yeah, over by where you guys looked at those three houses originally, you cross that little bridge to get there.
I'll go around.
Okay.
Over the bridge, because I know that I'm thinking in my head that there's probably almost no way to be stealthy while crossing a stream.
Okay. Everybody, give me a perception then.
Oh!
Well, that gravy train ran out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
I'll do
gravy
it
train
eventually.
ran out too.
Me in addition. Okay. 14.
21.
Okay.
Show
it
us,
was,
everybody.
You know, it was bound to happen.
Did you throw it in anger?
7.
No, that was actually a
That
roll.
one.
Oh yeah, you're listening inside. You were like, "What Tom's kind of funny guy,
Kind of attractive
kind
in a
of
funny way.
kind of falling in love." No,
No.
I'm just kidding.
But then I
No, I'm just kidding. All right, so I guess only you hear you hear some, like, what is that? A little bit of banging and a little bit of moaning. It's kind of very eerie. Makes your your hair on the back of your neck stand up a little bit.
Please tell me. No, no. Okay,
Nope.
good.
No, we don't.
Great.
That's no bueno. So
We don't have what?
detect undead.
Oh.
Or what direction did I hear that coming from?
The south.
Same
area
direction.
where you know it's I's going to.
Okay.
I'm not sure that the two of them know that I went to the south. Because I think...
Yeah, you all came over.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would
all
have
grouped
passed
up.
it on at
I-
least
'cause
to
I'm-
Nick. Yeah.
I actually rolled to see if I heard the
Oh, okay.
after the nat 1, and I rolled a 19.
Okay.
So I heard the whistle at least.
Okay. Which means you would probably come over.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I would have told Wick. I just forgot to say that as a player.
Yeah.
I made the assumption you guys
Yeah,
did that.
yeah, we're good.
I just heard, I think what everyone was just talking about. Heard the moaning.
Oh, weird. I didn't hear anything this time.
To you it sounded like more than just like one thing.
Oh, I heard a few. I don't know. Did you guys
A
just...
gaggle?
I
A
didn't hear
bevy?
anything this time, but
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hear anything, but this place, I swear, it's playing tricks on us.
I mean, it was the same direction you guys pointed Sai to.
Well, that's probably real.
I would say maybe let them know and we go back up Psy? Or do we want to stay here?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want...
we haven't heard anything from the north, which is either really suspicious or means we should go to the south.
Exactly.
I don't want to necessarily leave this place quite yet. Sai's sneaky.
Yeah.
So I can...
We can be visible. I mean, we could be on the road and be visible.
True. Okay, let's move to the road then.
I mean,
What are we
we're
talking about?
making ourselves bait, but is that what we want?
I would...
If it keeps them safe.
Sure. Okay.
That's just my. I could be the only one on the road. I'm able to stand up to stuff.
They might think
They're going to
you're
see
a
you first
kid.
anyway.
They
so.
might think you're a kid and think you're an easy picking, actually. Like, no offense, you're
no,
just short.
I'm. Yes, thank you.
Like,
I'm just
I
imagining me
hadn't
running
noticed.
back and being like, who let this kid out?
who let the kids out?
There it is! Number 1 for the day.
Essentially, I don't...
Inequality one.
I don't want to leave this place until we have a confirmed problem.
I agree.
To have all of us leave for a
Well, I
suspicion
wasn't
is
planning
not
on
right.
actually bringing him.
Right.
Not that I don't think he'd be useful, but I think somebody should stay here.
I don't think it'd be useful either for that.
You're not there.
I'm just saying, that as a character,
Telepathically.
as a player.
You've just suddenly developed awakened mind.
Don't leave Tongpo with them.
Guess what I forgot I had?
Right? Bard spells?
Yeah.
And inspiration?
It was an inspiration. I'm going to use message. and try and communicate with Sai and be like, are you seeing anything?
Okay, so
You
while
can respond
all
to
this
the
conversation is going on, you cross the bridge. You're starting to head towards the two houses.
Kind of backtracking.
Yep, backtracking back a little bit. You get to the side of the building. You don't really need a perception. You see some figures. It's rather dark, but you're able to see decently well with your vision. You see there are 3 shapes that are kind of wandering their way up into one of the houses.
Do I get any details from looking at them? Do they look? Can I just enough to give details to the rest of my
Right.
group?
They look humanoid. They're walking kind of weird.
Are they making any noises that
They're
I could replicate?
making they're just walking kind of side to side. Their footsteps are a little heavy.
Oh, it's just
for what
drunk
you would
people.
expect. Yeah, it's drunk
just
people.
drunk people. Yeah, cool. Tonkfa? Oh wait, no.
Fire whiskey.
Fire whiskey. God damn
Still,
it.
it's not good.
Oh, okay. Do they look perceptive? Like, do they look like they're looking out for anything, or
not
do
too
they
much.
look like they're drunk people just kind of meandering
Sent on
down
a
the road?
mission.
Okay, so they're heading
look
towards
like they're
something.
yeah.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of if they're walking this way, I'm going to
You're peeking your head out. You're on now looking through the front of this house, and then you're seeing them go into the other house that's over here facing. You can see the front door from there.
What do they do once they get to the house?
They're
I'm
going
going to keep
inside.
hiding out until further notice.
They're going inside.
They're going inside. Okay.
You hear
That?
You hear basically
wow,
that.
you
yeah.
hear that.
Thanks, Shada, for being our props.
Give me a perception.
That's a 13.
Okay. You hear like there's might be more things in the house. You hear door, like a door kind of being open a little bit louder.
They're not being stealthy.
Right, but they're not being loud.
Okay. Are they heading when they went into the house? Were they heading in the general direction of the center of the town, or were they heading kind of off to one area? Or
They're heading into the house.
Right. But like the way that they were walking to get to the house, or were they heading are they heading towards the town center?
Are they heading north into the house?
Should I
Like,
if I go back now, would I expect that they would get to this point eventually?
They're going into the house. You
The
don't
final
know. You don't
destination
know
is
what
the
their
house.
final destination.
Okay, so their purpose when they were walking on the way was not, I'm heading this way and I'm checking every house on the way there. They just beelined it for that
I think
house.
he's saying that you didn't see them on the way. You just
Oh,
saw
I
them
just
go
saw
You
them
in.
go
just
to
see
the
them
house.
walking into.
Oh,
the
I thought
You
I
didn't
saw them on the
see-
road
they were,
and then they
like,
kind of
whole
wandered into
trajectory.
the house.
No.
Okay, gotcha. And I don't get any more information once they go into the house other than they're kind of bumbling around in there.
Right.
I'm going to head back to the group.
Okay.
When do you get the message?
Whenever he decides to send it.
Yeah, you probably get it when you're just starting your way back.
Okay.
So I don't.
You can respond to this message.
What do you send him?
Oh, I sent him the, hey, are you seeing anything?
Okay.
I just saw 3 what I assume are humans walk into one of the house. They're in there now. I don't know what they're doing, but they are stumbling around is how I would phrase it.
Okay, make a note of where they are and come back here.
On my way.
Stealthing, like less than 5 minutes, you make it back.
Okay.
During that time, I pass on the
Right.
3 figures in a house not being exactly quiet.
Okay. Yeah.
And Sai's on his way.
Sai makes his way back.
I mean, I saw 3 what looked to me like drunk humans that walked into one of the houses and were stumbling around. That's really all I got. But there are humans that are not townsfolk in this town right now.
That's true. And going after people, if they didn't know everybody was in town, where's the first place you'd look?
In the houses.
Exactly.
The house that they went into, was that one of the houses that people had been taken from, or do we not know that information yet?
It was not one of the ones.
Okay.
taken
So,
from.
so
Not that one.
it was one that nobody had
People
been taken from yet. Somebody lived there as of this morning.
Okay. Well, I guess the next question is,
Where do we fight them?
what do we do?
Where do we fight them?
I wouldn't say fight them in a house.
I don't want them to be this close to the people either,
I'd
though.
rather lure them away.
Yeah.
We
On-
could
on
meet
the
them as
road?
they come out of the house onto the road.
But are we sure that those are the only people?
We
I
are
mean,
not.
I would hate to go to them and then have people come from behind us and
The
try to break
bridge.
in. You know, we
It's a
could
choke
meet
point.
them at the
It's
bridge.
easily defensible.
Exactly.
I would rather be on this side of the bridge. If we
We-
can
Definitely.
We can right.
If we destroy the bridge, it's an easy enough thing to
And
fix.
then
Only one bridge,
you
right?
and I can be on, can sort of flank the bridge and have at least a
There'll
better
be another
warning
one
where they're
on the
going.
other side of the town.
Okay. So there are 2 bridges.
But if they're on that part of, if they're in that part of town, they're probably not going to go to the far bridge. And if they do, we'd see it. We'd see them heading not towards this bridge.
Yeah, I mean, if you can see them.
I mean, I've got dark vision.
Let's go to the bridge. Let's go stake it out.
Okay.
You and I can
What-
be like off to the side a little bit.
And we'll be.
Why don't, because you can not only see the farthest but be effective from the farthest, why don't you stay basically as close to that other bridge as you can while being able to help us on that bridge?
Should be pretty close to where you guys are now.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll come forward, see if we can get sight on them, and then I can back up.
And then you can back up, yeah.
That works.
Okay.
And you and I will hold the bridge.
Easy enough.
Okay.
If we can hold the door against a dragon, we can hold the bridge against whatever these things are.
I
Okay.
think we
It's
can.
a fair point.
So you 3 are going to the bridge, and then you're kind of staying around the area where you are, because it's a decent ways over to the bridge, but you can still see and shoot over there.
Yeah, I'll probably come up to the bridge to see if I can. I'll probably follow them to see if I can get visual on them, but then I'm gonna back up.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you guys aren't able to see them. Give me another perception check.
Everyone?
You guys are pretty alert and.
ugh.
23.
Oh, thank God.
10.
Wow. I'm assuming by the
5.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, Sai's the only one. You hear the house that you were like right next to.
Mm-hmm.
You hear kind of the door kind of get slammed open, a little bit louder this time, but you're able to.
I don't see anybody. I just hear kind of
You just hear it.
in that exact direction.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically the same direction.
They just, I'm going to whisper obviously, but
Right.
they just left the house where I saw them, it sounds like. Keep an eye out.
Okay.
I'm going to ready my weapons.
Okay.
Yep.
And not be scared at all. A little bit.
All right. So probably about 10 minutes pass. You guys hear a few like knocked over things and clutter coming from the house. Nothing that loud, but loud enough if you're paying attention, you're gonna hear some stuff. Then 10 minutes later, you start to like the noises kind of stop. The door kind of gets like hit open again. You know how the what is the little door in front of the door, like that's
Screen door?
Screen door.
Screen door, it's-
Yeah.
kind of like they're doing that with the door, like they just hit the door open and it just hits the edge a little bit and you can hear, and then it's kind of silent from there. Give me perception checks for sight.
Thank God. We're fighting idiots.
Dirty 20. And I have 90 feet.
16. I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Said perception?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be 16 with 60 feet of dark vision.
15 with 60 feet of dark vision. It's really weird because this group, everyone has dark vision. In the group where you each ran a session, nobody had dark vision.
All right.
I am Human.
What's a human? You guys see a lot of figures kind of come out from the house
Oh, good.
and start kind of heading towards the bridge.
I have my short sword out.
Yeah, as soon as I get visual, like, I'm gonna launch some shots at him.
I'm gonna have my
Okay.
magical weapon
You're
and a
I would
dagger.
actually,
Or
I'd cast Eldritch Blast.
Actually,
too.
can I get any details on them? Like, what do they look like? I mean, it's dim light for me at that
Yeah,
point.
it's they're stumbling. They kind of look like Ryan had the perfect description. They're like drunk people. They're wandering. Some of them have weapons. Some of them don't. They don't seem. Well, some of them look like they have like some minor armor, and some of them just look like they're just wearing clothes.
Skin color at all? Can I tell?
No, you can't tell them this.
Okay.
I got a plan first of all.
There are a few dragonborn, a few humans, kind of a
Okay.
medley of.
Should we go now, or should we wait till we get?
You're a good ways away,
Yeah, I did back off.
so
I'm going to approach them and leave leave 15 feet
okay.
or so, and be like, "Hi guys, I've never seen you around here."
Nothing. Just keep going.
I'm gonna cast
Pick up pace a little
Turn
bit.
Undead,
Okay.
which is a Wisdom save, I believe.
Yeah.
If you cast hypothetically, if you cast Turn Undead on a non-undead, are they just like
I don't think they even feel
Weird.
anything.
Yeah.
it's just nothing?
Yeah. It'll be a Wisdom saving throw of I believe 14.
Okay.
It's 8 plus proficiency plus your spellcasting. So 11 plus your
Yeah, it's
wisdom.
14. I just had to. I just saw it.
30 feet, wisdom saving throw. It is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Or if they're half a challenge rating or lower, they are immediately destroyed.
Yes.
Okay.
Destroy undead.
They. Oh, that's interesting.
Those are skulls.
They are 6/10 of a challenge rating.
All right. So if they're half a CR or less, they just die.
They
Yep.
are
Yeah.
Poof into
destroyed.
existence.
Okay.
Destroyed.
You see 4 just instantly,
That leaves how many left?
and then you see there are 9 left standing, and 4 of them start to kind of stumble quickly away, while the rest stumble quickly towards you. And at this point, let's roll some initiative.
You guys are undead.
Right.
Guys, hey guys,
Wow.
I'm dead.
Boom!
Did you also roll a natural 20?
Oh yeah! You're
Nice.
still first though.
I rolled a natural 22.
I bet
All
you
right.
still got higher than me.
Excuse me.
20 to 25.
25. Ew.
Hey Wick.
And then Wick.
Technically an 18.
Okay, 15 to 20.
So
18.
technically an
Okay.
18.
That's
That's minus 2.
10 to 15.
11.
Okay. What'd you get?
5.
It's okay. They'll be in melee range with me
Wait.
soon.
Plus
He'll be in
3.
melee range with me too.
5.
That's true.
Don't worry, I can already shoot them 3 times on my first turn.
At the very least, that was to check. Oh, these are undead. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right,
Now we
Enna.
know.
I would like to shoot one that is not wearing armor.
Okay.
That I can see.
Sure.
And I would like to make it a sharpshooter shot.
Okay. Oh, so you're aiming specifically?
It means that I take 5 off of the
Right.
roll to hit, but I get extra damage.
Sure.
It's the great weapon master of range.
Well, okay, so that's 15 minus 5, so that's 10.
That'll miss.
Okay, so that's the first one. Second one is that's plus 8, so that's 24 minus 5 is
19.
19.
Yep.
So that is 1d8 plus 13. Wow, that's 21 damage, piercing. And then the last one, this is my ambush shot.
So you see one, just like you shoot it right through the head. Just falls right to the ground.
And then the last one does not hit.
Wick.
I cast Hex on one of the ones that is not turned away from us.
Okay.
And then are they within 25 feet of me?
How far did you head up?
It would have been 15 feet away from them.
So you just went up to the front of the bridge?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, yeah, you'd be 25 feet.
Okay, then I run up to that one and stab it
Sure.
with my magic
Were
short
you
sword.
aiming at one with armor or without?
Whatever the first one in line is.
Okay.
I'll let you.
Without.
Okay. And then I run up and stab it with my magic short sword. 3, 5, that's 8, 9, 10, 11!
That'll hit.
Ha!
Man, I only missed by 1 on that first one, huh?
So that is
Brutal.
a D6, and then with Hex, that is another D6. So that is 8 piercing, 4 necrotic damage.
12. Got it.
Magic short sword save the day.
Okay. Anything else?
I have a second attack! I'm not used to that anymore.
Oh, you did your warrior.
We've
5.
already done this!
What are we level up?
This is the
Oh
second
yeah,
time.
we did.
Fighter
do
level
that.
5.
Yeah, I'm a 5th level fighter. Well over 20.
Okay. I think so.
So
Give it to
that'll
ya.
be 7 piercing, 3 necrotic.
Okay.
Oh, right.
All right. So you go just skewer it. And it just falls to the ground. Yeah.
Okay.
Valchar.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire, which is a dex save of 14.
Okay.
And if I remember correctly, it's a 20-foot cube. So I'm going to try
20
and
feet on all sides.
I'm going to try and encompass
Yeah,
everyone.
I'm pretty sure you can get them all. What's the DC?
14, and it's a dex.
Man, let's keep track of all this. Where are my milk caps?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What color are they glowing?
Well, they're absolutely violet.
1, 2, 3,
I
4,
think it would be nice.
5.
nice.
Just pop up violet.
So any attack roll against it has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object cannot benefit from being invisible. So that is that. And as a bonus action,
So that would mean that if there was an invisible creature next to them, that would instantly become visible, even if you didn't need to hit them.
If he failed.
Wow.
If
Right,
if
they
they
had to
failed
fail.
the dex save.
For
yeah.
sure. That's very interesting.
and then as a bonus action, I'm going to turn to Wick, who I believe is standing next to me.
Pretty close to you, yeah. I'm like maybe 5 feet in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, this is what I don't like about being a bard now.
You have to.
I know you are going to be the one who's going to be able to do this. And you get inspiration.
Do you stay up there?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. One of the things starts kind of stumbling quickly away. One of them that is brightly colored reaches up and swipes at Wick. I'm assuming a 12 is going to miss.
It misses.
And another one's going to walk up to you and swing at you, just kind of with its hands. It's kind of like clawing at you, but it has like a sword on it. It's like kind of a weird.
Sure.
It like obviously doesn't know how to use a sword. 22 will hit.
That hits. Was the other one? Whatever. I'll save it.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
It just kind of cuts right through you. Sai.
How many more of these things are up in combat with everybody?
Only the 2 so far. The others are still haven't even had a turn yet.
They're walking away.
So I'm gonna walk up kind of in between the two. Can we safely call them zombies at this point?
Yes.
Now that we know that they're undead and walking like drunk
Yes,
people.
they're zombies.
And
Okay.
half CR.
Yeah.
Or lower.
So I'm gonna walk up so that I'm next to both of them.
Some of them.
And then I'm gonna stab one.
Some of them just got turned.
Okay.
On the way up there, I'm gonna swap out my dagger for my other rapier.
All right. Are you going for a armored one or not? The two armored ones are on Wick. One of them is fleeing.
I will go for the armored one on Wick that is not fleeing.
That is not fairy fired, or that is fairy fired.
Jesus.
The fairy fire gives
The
you
one's
advantage.
fleeing is not
Fairy
anywhere
fire
near.
one.
Okay.
Because it gives me advantage. So
Yes.
why
Yeah.
not? All right.
When there's so many things,
Roll
I
again.
have to keep track
Roll
of
again
them.
to see if you get a nat 20 though. Closer.
Close. So 25.
Yep.
You.
And I am definitely
You.
giving you sneak attack.
Well, with
Oh,
advantage, he has it anyway.
Yeah.
So that is 8, 13, 14, 15, 18.
Okay.
And 2 temporary hit points.
Awesome.
Nope, wrong area.
There's a whole box that says temporary HP.
I am confused. It is dark out.
Really?
That's my excuse. And then, assuming that it is still up and around, I'm going to stab it with my
Yes.
offhand. Do I get on the offhand as well?
Advantage?
Any attack.
Yeah, any attack.
So that is a 17.
That's the perk of this as opposed to Guiding Bolt.
Is it less?
So that is 4 damage.
Okay. It just kind of you stab, and just kind of like, I mean, it's a little bit easier than it should be. It just kind of goes right through.
Does it look like it's feeling pain? Does it look like it's noticing
Doesn't
that
look like
it's
it
been
gives a
stabbed?
crap.
My God.
Okay. Fleeing. One of them comes up to you side, just kind of claws at you.
Yeah. You.
12, I'm assuming will miss.
That is correct.
What color were they?
The
Purple.
Violet.
Violet.
Purple?
yeah.
Or, okay. So a violet one just comes up and just tries to like bite you right on the neck.
It's extra
Just like,
horrifying when it's glowing purple.
18.
Hits.
Hey, but you see it coming, so.
I see it coming, and I'm going to have the damage. Just so you know.
Yeah, you definitely see it coming.
That will be
It's like a kid
3 points of damage.
covered in gloves.
Take
Down to
one.
1.
Going to a rave.
And the other one runs away. It's Enna's up.
It tries to bite me, and I'm like,
Okay.
oh, where'd you come from? And you're like, it's
I'm
glowing,
gonna-
man.
Oh.
Come on.
Sorry, we have to backtrack. The one that you attacked just gets up and then starts to kind of run away. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, because the fear would wear off because it got hit. So it stands up and attacks you.
Oh, I wouldn't have attacked one that was feared.
Oh.
Because I know that would end fear.
Well, that was the closest one.
Okay, whatever.
Sorry.
It's fine.
It's just a lot to keep track of. It'll miss anyways. Enna.
Okay, I'll go after one that I would have advantage on. One of the lit up ones.
Sure. Armor or no armor?
An evil ranger in this situation would be funny.
I'll go no armor here.
Okay.
Sharpshooter.
Ability checks.
So
attack
that's
rolls,
10, 18, 13.
And one that's not lit up?
One that is lit up,
Oh, is lit up.
but no armor.
for 10.
Is
Oh,
there
okay.
one of those?
Yes.
Okay. So 13 to hit.
Yep.
Do you create intricate symbols for each thing?
I had to come up with something. And
That's another 21 damage. On that
okay.
guy. I just rolled max damage twice,
It-
which like never happens. Okay. Is there another one that's lit up?
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Another one. There are 2 more. They were the only other 2 were the fleeing ones. And then there is one armored one that is the one that somebody was attacking.
Okay, sure. I'll go with that one.
'Kay.
The lit up one that's attacking. Sharpshooter again.
Probably.
Oh no, Sai attacked it. Yes. That's what it
So
was.
that is a 15 to
Yep.
hit? Okay. So again, plus 10 on this. Well, 14
Okay.
damage to that one.
Cool beans.
Advantage lets me use sharpshooter.
Wick is up.
And it's not like you have to do
Cancels
Are
out
there
that
any-
plus 5.
Is the one that attacked Sai lit up?
The one that didn't two attack? No, yeah, one attack Sai that is lit up.
Okay, I'm
One
gonna
actually
attack
hit.
that one.
Yeah, the one that hit is lit up. The one that did not hit is not lit up.
I'm gonna go. I'm moving my hex. Ooh, the one that I hexed came back up, right?
The one that you hexed came back up.
I don't know if I can move my hex then.
I don't think you can.
Wait, did he run away without? Did he take disengage?
No, that one because he was attacked. He didn't.
Oh, he didn't run away. Okay. Well, he still had hex on him.
This is I need to come up with a better system of tracking this. So that's
Okay, I'll attack the one that popped back up first then, since
Okay.
it still has hex on it. 12 plus
yeah, it'll hit.
8, so 20.
And was that a lit one too?
Oh, that was a no.
Oh yeah, it got lit afterwards. Yes.
Get lit.
Then
I was gonna
slightly
say
better, but not an actual 20. That is 7 piercing, 4 necrotic.
7 piercing and 4 necrotic.
11.
Yes, 11 damage.
That's
Okay.
11 damage.
You just
I'm smart.
Now
Falls
I
on the
move my
ground.
hex to the one on Sai
and now you can move your hex to the
and
one on
attack that one.
side. Yes.
That's only 8, 10, 11 to hit.
That one is an armored. That is, you do have advantage though.
That
I
one's
do have
lit up,
advantage?
though.
Yes,
Okay.
it's lit up.
Right. Over 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
4, 9 piercing, 4 necrotic.
13.
13.
Uh,
That's fine too.
you hit it, and it falls over to the ground.
You good?
Yeah.
Valchar.
I'm gonna use
Glowing corpses on the ground.
Terrifying.
Knowing that this worked before, I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on one of the ones that are down.
Okay.
So I assume
Which one?
uh,
So there are 3 that are down right now. One with armor that's glowing, one that is on the ground that's glowing, and one that is on the ground that is not glowing.
whatever one is the closest to all of us, which I know doesn't help.
The one that's closest, the one that Wick attacked originally, I think would be the closest one.
Okay.
So no armor glowing?
Correct. No, that one is glowing because he put it glowing after you attacked.
So I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on that one, and I assume an unconscious.
That's the one that actually. Well, I don't know if you would know, but you moved your spell off of that one.
That's fine.
Okay.
The intent is to get radiant damage on
Got it.
one of them that's down.
Okay. Yep.
And stay down.
Exactly.
So I assume that's going to hit because it's a dex save.
Yes.
And that is going to be 8 damage.
Okay.
And we will leave it at that.
All right. The first one that was running away.
Did you use your inspiration?
Not yet.
Oh, because you
I-
hit every time, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's also it's inspiration plus advantage.
Yeah.
So one of them that was running away now came back. It isn't within range to attack anyone though. The second one that you were attacking, the glowing one, stands up. Goes to attack you again. I don't know which dice I rolled. One's an 18 and one's a 7. I'm just re-roll it.
It was a 7.
That's a 13.
Misses.
Okay. One on is going to attack Sai for 16.
Hits.
Okay.
Really?
I thought you were up
16
at
is my armor class.
I thought you'd gotten up to 17.
I thought I did too, but remember I had already bought the studded armor.
Okay.
And so I had to.
Eight
I now have 2 things.
Points of damage.
You now just have 2 studded armors.
Then you are up.
Me? Yep. The one that attacked me, is it just is it glowing?
No.
Is the one that I attacked earlier that was glowing? That one's
That's
on the ground now, right?
That was the unarmored one.
Okay.
I think yes. If I'm asking.
Are
Yes.
any of them close enough for me to attack that are still glowing? Sorry, I know it's a lot to keep
The
track
one
of,
that
but
stood up and attacked Wick is, and there are
I'll attack that one.
the others are all far away for now. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yep, so 16, 21. Beep, beep. I like rolling dice.
It's a good thing you're a rogue.
I know, right?
Ooh, nice
So that is now
roll.
4 temporary hit points, and that is enough to probably kill it. 11, 14, 18, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Let's see if I can roll a 30 on my d20. No, I didn't roll 30? Okay.
did not, okay.
Yeah, nope. It's done. So
And before I attack another one, I'm going to look at Wick and be like, you good now? Then I'm going to stab the next one.
I was trying to be nice.
You want to attack another? There's a glowing one on the ground and another just random one.
The ones on the ground, I'm assuming I don't know a ton about zombies. So the one that's on the ground, would I assume it's dead? Or is it still wriggling around?
You would assume it's dead-ish.
So I probably would not attack that one.
Probably not.
So I'll attack one of the ones that's still standing.
No advantage, nothing, just regular.
Okay. That is a 23.
Yep.
And that's 3 damage.
Okay. All right. 1, 2. Oh, he's gone. 2 of them come back from the darkness. One of them is close enough. Attacks Sai.
Okay.
You're the furthest in front.
I now have my thing back, so
Okay.
if
It will hit.
okay.
With a 23.
Remind me, do I decide now or do I decide after it rolls damage whether I am going to use
after
Uncanny
damage,
Dodge?
if
You
I
can decide
remember
after
correctly.
damage.
Okay.
That will be 7 points of damage.
I will use it on that one.
'Kay.
So I'll take 3.
Out of range.
So I
One.
have 1 left. I erased it and then I'm like, I didn't look at it first.
The one you just attacked, gonna attack you again.
Okay.
20.
Hits.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
The one at Wick's feet stands up with the weird purplish color. Just goes to bite you. Misses. Anna.
I want a riposta.
Sure.
Nope.
Nope, that's a nat 1.
You stab it into one of the other glowing zombies that's right next to it on the ground.
Roll damage?
Make sure that one was dead.
It's the
dead.
one that
It's
Valchar already
dead.
scorched.
It's the triple tap that.
Yeah, it's the burning one.
The one that just like revived and is glowing on her.
Yep.
Is armor or without armor?
Without.
Without? Sharpshooter, because it's glowing, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, sharpshooter. Natural 20!
Woo!
Well, this is sort of unnecessary.
I mean, to just stand up. It might be necessary. Let's see.
So
We've seen some pretty bad crit rolls in this game.
So,
I rolled almost max. So that's 15, 18 plus 10 is 28.
All right, so let's see if I can roll a 33 on my d20. No? Okay.
You didn't get it?
No, I didn't get that one.
So then the next
I mean,
one...
my dice are pretty hot, but not...
They are.
Is there anyone who's left in melee in terms of glowing, not glowing, and armor, not armor?
There's
There are
one in front
2
of
with armor that are in range. I think 1 on Wick, 1 on Sai. There are 2 that are glowing that are coming... Or 1 that's glowing that attacks Sai. 1 that's glowing... These are without armor. That's coming back. 1 that Wick just attacked... Or Sai attacked with that. They're kind of swarming around those 2
Okay.
right now.
I'll do a glowing, not armor one.
Glowing armor 1. Deal.
All
On
right.
Sai.
Sharpshooter again.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that is a 25 minus 5, so 20 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that is... wow.
Nice.
This is rolling really hot. That will end soon, I'm sure. But that is another 21 piercing damage.
All right.
Hey, Jane, you're rolling. It's pretty hot.
Thanks, man.
All right, Wick.
I have 1 in front of me.
You have the one that's stood up that... Oh, somebody killed that one.
Yeah, I think Anna did.
You have one armored one and one non-armored one on top of you.
Do either of them have my hex on them?
You killed the last one you had a hex on, I believe.
Okay, so I move my hex to the armored one.
Armored one in front of you. Okay.
Neither of them are glowing.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to attack. My magic short sword. Still saving that inspiration apparently. Over 20.
Yep.
That is...
You rolled a 2 and a 4 like several times.
Right? That is 7 piercing, 4 necrotic.
Okay.
Is it
That's
still
11.
standing?
Yep.
Then I attack it again. That is a non-natural 20.
Yep.
Hey! That is
Hey.
11 piercing, 5 necrotic.
Okay. It is still standing. Valchar.
Cool. Cool.
Cool.
Cool guys. Cool guy.
I
Did it go
don't.
down?
No.
I don't see any of the other ones, any of the regular non-armored zombies squirming or anything like that, like getting ready to get back up.
Nope.
Okay.
There are two non-armored up. One slightly out of range and one between these two.
Okay. So, if that's going to be
Slightly
the
out
case,
of melee range, right? Is what you mean?
Are any of the other ones? Oh, sorry.
No, this one's... That was a different one.
Are any other ones starting to come back now? Continuing to come back?
Not that you know of.
if that's going to be the case, ooh, I can't do that. We'll just go with the solid guiding bolt, and it's going to be on one of them. Hopefully, that is glowing.
I don't think there are any glowing
None of
left.
them
I keep killing
There is one glowing left. It's a regular.
I will do that one. Well, no,
Yeah,
I lied.
last
That'll be double
glower.
advantage, which isn't going to help anything. I will do one of the armored ones not glowing. Probably the one that Wick just attacked.
That means you roll 22 dice and let me know if one of those hits.
Okay. And I'm not going to roll advantage because that's not how that works. 13 to hit.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And that is 46.
you.
Oh,
That
I'm going to
was
have to
fun.
re-roll that one. Same number is what it would ended up being. 12, 15, that is 20 damage.
Radiant.
You see the like you hit it right in the chest and just like this spray of blood and disgustingness.
I
Shaun of the
behind.
Dead it.
While we're fighting, I'm going to yell out, Valchar, that one was alive!
It won't be the first time.
Yeah.
Ooh. One of them that's still there with armor is gonna attack Wick.
I still think of that poor
Miss.
farmer that was with the with the succubus.
Size up.
Womp womp.
Gotcha thinks about that every night.
It's one of the names you read like Arya before you go to bed. All right, so there's one still that's in range of both Wick and I, right?
Valchar splattered one. There are only two left.
Or
Or,
either
no,
of
there
them.
are three left. One armored, one glowing non-armor, and one injured non-armor.
I will attack the glowing, not armored one.
Sure.
Man, it
That's a nat 20.
Okay. I think you'll hit it.
I want to roll the dice anyways, okay? I don't get to do this very often.
Yeah, you gotta double those d6.
I want to make sure to see if I crit again, and I was close. Alright, so... Do I get double the HP back?
I think you do, actually.
Okay. So I'm up to 6 temporary hit points. And that is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 38.
Yep, he's done.
He's done. Okay, then I'm going to attack the armored, not glowing one.
Deal.
That's about right. That is a 12.
No. That'll miss.
He rolls a 6 on the dice and he's like, Yep, that's
That's about right.
Hubris.
You rolled a 20 and then you were like, oh, I have to roll the second
Oh,
one.
I got so
Wasted
many
your
hot
19,
dice.
Yep.
Wow.
Gonna try and bite down on Wick. Natural 20.
That's about right.
It's been a while. It has been a while.
That's true.
8 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna parry that.
And
All right, so you just took out the
Turn.
last one that's my favorite target, which is the glowing non-armored. Thanks for that, by the way.
Welcome.
Uh,
Where's your sharpshooter now?
okay, so we still have the armored one that just
there's
attacked.
one armored one and one regular one. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Are either of them glowing or hexed?
No. I don't
Okay.
think. I don't know. We haven't been
Got it.
moving Hex.
Yes, I
I
have.
will.
You have?
I'll attack the.
You can have Hex in your target. It's too complex. I have too many things.
I will attack the non-armored one. Sharpshooter shot.
Miss.
That's 21 minus 5, so 16.
Yes, that will hit.
Armor's not that good.
And then that is 10, 20 damage.
Wow. Okay.
Plus 10 of damage.
It just drops to the ground.
Okay. And then on the armored one, just a normal shot.
Sure.
Well,
Yep.
that's a 10.
That's about right.
yep,
Wick.
there it is, coming back to Earth.
I have one in front of me,
One last one in front of
and
you.
it has hex on it.
Correct.
Great. I
You promised.
Stab it. I'm going to add my.
Attempt to stab it.
Yeah,
Well,
your
that's 9
inspiration.
plus 5 is 14 plus 2 is 16 plus 1 is 17.
That's a lot of individual pluses.
Are you throwing your using inspiration, or are you attacking with that?
Well, let's see. So that was 9, 14, 16, 17. I think 17 can hit.
Yes, that will hit.
Then I'm not going to use my inspiration yet. I'm sorry. I love it. I just haven't needed it.
for this.
I just haven't needed it.
Yeah, I know.
Trying to help you guys out.
7 piercing, 4 necrotic.
That's 11 damage again.
And then I'm going to stab it again if it's still up.
Yeah.
7 damage, 4 necrotic.
11 plus 8, 19 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, not.
6 piercing, 6 necrotic. Is
Ooh,
it
that's
still
12.
standing?
Yep.
It's 12.
I action surge.
Okay.
Stab it again. 7.
I definitely thought that was a 1 from over, just like the angle. I was like,
7, 9, 14, 15 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. 12 damage again.
Okay.
And then 30, 20.
Okay.
That is 10 piercing, 4 necrotic.
so 14.
Okay. It drops to the ground.
And that is my action surge. But God, do I love it with 2 attacks.
And it hit both times.
I know.
Voucher.
Magic.
I want to Sacred Flame the one that's on the ground.
Sure. I'll give it disadvantage. What's your spell?
14 it was before?
14.
Okay, yeah, it'll hit.
That is going to be 12 damage.
Is
Of radiant.
it just kind of like explodes a little bit from the inside? Some
I like
guts
the
spill
idea
over.
that it
Wick.
that it gives like a good old death burp. Like I feel like that's what a zombie.
Just like from the
does.
inside. Just, oh.
Yeah.
You two are both a little mad about
An
Char for that.
undead burp?
I mean, no, I'm just grossed
Well, you
out.
could be.
That for the second
A
time.
re-death burp.
A re-death Franklin?
Yes, and we can leave combat.
Woo! So
are
those things
those-
kept coming back up.
Are those guys coming back?
I'm going to...
The ones you sent running?
Oh, they already came back and
Yeah.
fought.
All of them? Okay.
Yep, you got them all.
Just
So
for
you know.
the quadruple attack, or the quadruple tap, I should say.
The coup de grace.
Yeah, I'm just going to Sacred Flame them all.
You sacred flame a bunch of corpses on the ground.
Sweet.
Make
Make sure they're corpses.
I'm going to count the corpses. See how many
Yeah.
there are. I want to see if it matches up to the amount of townspeople that are missing.
I think it does.
That would be, you see 14.
And there were 9 that went missing, according to Neville.
Yes.
Preble.
Preval.
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 I was compromising.
Well, there's 14 of these. 9 people went missing.
I'm pretty sure at least some of these are the missing villagers.
I would guess so as well. Should we fan out and make sure that no more are coming? Because I would like to get an ID on these before we release all the people in the town out to see this grisly sight.
I want to go check on the building too.
I want to loot the corpses as well.
Okay, give me an investigation.
Yeah, you and I,
Ugh.
let's head back to the...
Investigation. That is 8.
You're digging through some gross
Again.
stuff.
Goddamn.
You managed to find 6 silver.
6
Damn.
silver.
And some entrails.
Yeah,
Good
and you're
for
kind
you.
of covered in blood now. Grossness. Even more than you
Prestidigitation.
were before.
Actual use of the spell.
I was going to use it to freeze an enemy later, but this seems more worth it.
It's like that episode in Walking Dead where they cover themselves in zombie
Yeah.
mess. It's like, get away. Ooh.
So what were you guys doing?
We're going back to
You
the.
3 are all going back.
No, I'm staying
Wick's
with
staying
Sai.
here, just
Oh,
us
okay.
two are going
You
back
two?
to check
Okay.
on the building.
You
Because
guys,
we apparently love this grouping.
I'll give you the 6 silver since you need it.
it's kind of blood covered 6 silver coins.
I take out a handkerchief and just kind
Yeah.
of like,
You
and then
can
just wrap it up.
prestidigitation if you did the coins too.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I just wrap it up and stick it in.
Such a jerk.
Thank you.
all right.
What do I do?
You 2 get back.
I'm gonna knock on the door and just go, fire whiskey.
Here you go.
Oh, boy.
Everybody's safe because Tonka's the best.
Well,
Like, most of them were sleeping, but like a few of them are like, okay, we're done with this guy.
I'm just gonna push him back by his forehead, and then
You
close
don't-
the door.
You don't want one?
I think we're good.
yeah. One and then done. I take one shot. Whew.
Shot.
Give me one.
Shot.
No, I'm good. But thank you.
All right.
Just checking on the safe well-being of everyone here.
Okay. Most people are asleep. It's pretty chill in here. A few people are entertaining Tonkfa as he shows off to everybody.
Glad someone's entertaining him.
Yep.
Somebody's having a good night.
All right, cool. We will make our way back. Lock back up again.
Okay. Well, okay.
Same drill. Same code word. Don't open unless you hear it.
Fire whiskey.
Yes.
Oh,
Close
crap.
it.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Wow, we really put the wrong person in there. Okay.
I'm glad he's the one leading us.
He seems like the kind of guy who could find his way while drunk.
Yeah.
There are those types.
You're traveling
Seems
with
like it.
1.5 of them.
I'm not with you guys, right? Or am I?
No.
No, the
Okay.
two of us
Just
are over
double
with the.
Okay. Well, do we hear or see any sort of disturbance around the...
Give me perceptions. Whoever would like to look.
Well, that wasn't amazing.
That was, though. That's a nat 20.
I got a 13.
And out of perception, that's a 23.
You're pretty sure not much is going on around the town.
I'm hearing them inside, though.
Yeah, I mean, besides that, like,
Yeah.
besides the commotion inside, which is minimal, it's pretty dead silent.
I don't hear anything yet.
So, I mean, maybe you know more about this, but those were undead, right? Those were like zombies or something?
Mm-hmm. That's why 5 of them, if I'm remembering, just collapsed.
Yeah, but
That's why 5 of them just.
Yeah, that was sweet, by the way. Hadn't seen that trick before. That's rad.
Yeah, it
But-
wasn't that powerful before.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, right, we have gone up against
that's pretty awesome. Quick question.
Okay.
Do zombies happen spontaneously or naturally, or are they usually, like, created by something?
Do I know that? I would assume an intelligence check.
Yeah.
Sweet, that's a straight 11.
God.
I have no intelligence.
It's not really
probably.
I'm just gonna go plus 7 to religion.
You know 1 out of 20 more than the average person. Give or take.
I assume so. I mean, I know we've dealt with skeletons before, but not zombies necessarily.
It makes me worry that there's somebody or something behind this.
I was thinking of it. Let's chat about this when we get to everyone else.
Sure.
Group up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give your
Just as a
bonus
quick
over.
little.
I wasn't trying to be mean earlier. I just wanted to make sure you actually were okay.
Oh, I know. I was just being playfully competitive.
Okay. I know you can take care of yourself, Si.
Thank you. I got into Dwarven City, didn't I? I mean,
The least effective amount of all of us.
but I got it.
The one we thought would not have a problem.
The one that was supposed to go in struggled the most. Or was the most creative? One
Could
might
be
think.
both.
One might think.
Probably won't be the last time I sneak into a kitchen through the vent above the
I
fire.
hope it is, but
Not if I'm my way.
Anyways.
So, everyone's fine at the town center.
Okay.
With Tonfa there, that's surprising.
He's the one who answered the door.
They seem to be, like, those that are still awake are real happy.
By real happy, you mean not very happy, right?
No, I mean, at least some of them are real drunk.
Yeah, that sounds like Tonfa.
Yeah.
We were talking on the way back, and we're both worried that there's not just the zombies, that there's someone behind it. You thought of it based on the fact that there was, like, zombies may not just spontaneously happen. I'm worried about them being controlled, because they don't usually go into a town with a task, seemingly going into buildings and then leaving.
Well, and when I saw them originally, they made a beeline for a house, and I could be wrong, but based on their based on where they were, they would have had to gone past the houses that they've already attacked to get there. So
Seems more organized than I would expect
It
a
does like they were
literal
kind of
walking corpse to be.
How many of the armored ones were there?
4.
Numbers don't add up yet.
we could check with Previl in the morning and see if any of the people that were taken were town guards or anybody that might have armor. That I have a feeling that he's gonna look at these people and realize that they're some of the townsfolk, but we do need to identify them before we clean them up to make sure.
I was thinking that maybe the armored ones were the ones possibly controlling, but the numbers don't exactly add up.
Do zombies typically control zombies? That seems a little high on their thought process.
Out of character. In the books I recently acquired from my brother's room, what have I learned about zombies? And how they may be controlled.
You learn that there are arts that can be learned to control things that have already passed and come back, and they can do your bidding.
But it wouldn't be very likely that zombies can control other zombies.
You wouldn't mention anything like that in there.
From what I've read, that's not a thing that can be done. I will admit I don't have the most extensive knowledge on necromancy, especially out of my family, apparently. But I don't think that whatever made the zombies was here.
Could he be behind this?
See, I was trying very hard not to think that.
But yes, he could be.
We don't know where he is, and he had necromancy books in his room, and He was in a part of town that deals with necromancy.
How do you know what part of town he was in?
And he's not our biggest fan. Wait, yeah, that's a good question.
I asked questions. I was trying to find him. Like a good little sister. Worried about her older brother.
Well, you didn't ask your parents.
They wouldn't know.
So who'd you ask?
Around.
Well, what'd you find out?
Pretty much what I just told you.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much the extent of what I learned. He was in a shop a while ago, and then he was gone.
I know that you really wanna find him and find out what he was digging into. I know that I would feel better if you asked one of us to come with next time if you did go to that bad part of town.
I didn't go. I just asked around.
All right. Well, if you ever need to go there, just let one. I'd feel better if you weren't by yourself.
Oh, for the love of God. That's only an 8.
The nat 20, so it's a 26.
Yeah, you know, look his line. He sees the roll out of the
Yeah,
See the cracks into like kind of like the Wick is not a good liar most of the time. Most
I
of the time
have
to
a
you.
+4 to deception. Thank you
him,
very
though.
much.
Valchar knows the ticks that normal people would probably miss, and he picks up on it.
I'm also very observant, just based on the feet.
Yeah.
Observant.
I don't know if Kellen is behind this. I don't know if the timeline adds up. But I do know that this probably isn't solving their problems.
If it isn't Kellen, it's a little bit too big of a coincidence that necromancy like this is happening close to your hometown where your brother is from. All I'm saying is that we might be able to learn something from whoever is in charge of this if we get to that point.
I know. And we probably should, because I don't think, I think if we just call it with this, they're still going to have a problem.
I think we should stay at least one more night.
This is their
At least.
immediate problem.
There's something bigger.
There's something beyond it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll stay, I agree, one more night, especially once we verify that these, at least 9 of these are the missing people.
Should we get Previl to do the ID?
Do you want to wait till morning?
We should wait till morning. We should keep an eye out for the rest of the night, though, because if the person in charge of this is here, it would not be out of the ordinary to find more lackeys to bring into town tonight. I definitely wouldn't feel comfortable going to sleep during the night.
I think spells of that caliber take a little bit of time to work, and with what you did, we don't have to worry about these ones being raised.
Definitely. If we're going to sleep, might as well be during the day, though. So I think we should wait.
Okay, I was going to say
no.
we should maybe just take watch. Set.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree.
Not like we should do like we would if we were camping or something.
Right. Okay.
I don't think all 5 of us.
Well,
Do you think we should camp kind of over where we found these? Or
I think our focus should be keeping
keeping the people safe?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, here's the other question. When daylight comes, they're letting people out of the...
We can talk to
Previl.
first.
I can talk to. I'll talk to Previl.
But
Sure.
do we want to get him out here to ID the bodies so we can clean them up before morning?
With how we did
You
against...
can clean up pretty quickly, right? You can clean up a mess.
I can make things clean. I can't make dead bodies disappear.
Right, but you can like make it less entraily.
It'll take me a bit, but yeah.
Okay. I say I'll go talk to Previl, explain that to him. We can set a watch and have him come out first thing in the morning.
Before we let anybody else out.
Yeah. Have you clean up just enough so that it's not...
We could clean up all of them, but like 2 or 3, and then cover them in a bedroll and do it like you would if you were identifying a body.
But we want to make sure
typical
the
way.
9, we would need 9 of them, possibly, because we want to identify all of the people who are missing.
Yeah.
And it's more.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get on it.
You go.
Oh, Dr. People.
I would ask him a little, like, as upfront as I did about the gemstone. Now that he knows that we're friendly, I'd really like to know if he knows where the gemstone is, because that'll make our job a lot easier defending them if that's what they're after.
And did we discuss gemstones as parts of spells?
There are gemstones. I've learned one, but I've never had the materials to actually cast it. But I've read that you can revive somebody.
Yeah, I know my brother he managed to get kind of a smaller diamond he saved up for it and was able to get one and said that was part of something or other.
Spell components or focus are usually needed for spells of this caliber.
Yeah.
And these people were definitely not revived. They're
very different.
They're still
They're
dead.
raised.
So I would expect that whatever the regions are for that spell, this would be less because you're not returning somebody to actual life.
Well,
true.
this also has to be, my spell needs to be within a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of them
Of death.
dying.
There are other
The first time.
Note to self: if anybody dies, die near Valchar.
pretty much.
I might not have that choice, but
No, I think you're the most likely to die near Valchar.
that's what I was saying. So,
I don't know. Valchar might be the most likely to die near Valchar.
I mean, that's just 100%.
That is a proven fact.
All right, I'm gonna go start cleaning up some of the bodies.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of line them up nicely and kind of try to cover as much of with their clothes.
I would
cover as
kind
much
of
as I
help
can.
with that if you're not using magic.
I'm going to be using magic to kind of clean up all the blood and all that stuff, and then
But I can help with the
I'll need help
non-magic
moving.
stuff. Yeah.
There's not that much like
I need it to be
blood. Like it's not like they're just like a person that you cut with it'd be like you puncture it and you just push out a bunch of blood, and then some of it pools, but not a lot.
Does it look more like they've already had blood taken from them? Like why aren't they bleeding as much as a normal person would, or is it like possibly a magic? Like, would that be something that I would pick up on, or not? Or if it doesn't matter,
you just wouldn't. You think there should be more blood if you did that to a person.
Okay.
Because you've done that to a person plenty of times.
Once or twice.
There should be more blood than that.
Some evil, some friendly.
So I'll go knock on the door and say, "Fire whiskey."
Okay. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll probably go with that.
Okay. So you knock fire whiskey. No response, and we're gonna take a break.
I'm just imagining like fire whiskey. What do you want? Fire whiskey.
Duh.